The first thing I smelled was bleach that wasn't bleach. Sharp, metallic, wrong. I was 17, lifeguarding my second summer at Pine Holiday Camp, and something in my chest told me to move before my brain caught up. Coach Maya, why does the water look weird? A 7-year-old named Theo pointed at the shallow end, where the surface shimmered with an oily film that didn't belong. I blew my whistle. Everybody out, now. 30 kids froze, staring at me like I'd lost my mind on a perfect July afternoon. Then the coughing started. First one camper, then 3, then a wave of it rolling across the pool deck like a chain reaction. My Uncle Robert owned Pine Hollow. He came jogging out of the equipment shed, red-faced. Maya, what are you doing? We open to the public in 20 minutes. Something's wrong with the chemicals, I said. Get the kids to the fence. Upwind, now. He grabbed my arm. You're going to cause a panic over nothing. I just serviced that system myself. That sentence stopped me cold. He'd serviced it himself. Not the maintenance company we paid every month. Him. I didn't have time to think about why. A little girl named Priya was on her knees, vomiting into the grass, and a boy named Dallas had gone pale and was breathing in short, whistling gasps. I'd read about chlorine gas poisoning during my lifeguard certification. This looked exactly like the pictures. Call 911, I told the junior counselor beside me. My uncle tried to physically block me from reaching my phone. There is no emergency, he said, his voice shaking. If the health department comes out here, we lose our license. That was when I understood. This wasn't panic. This was a man protecting something. I called anyway. My hands were steadier than my voice. Fire trucks arrived in 8 minutes. Then hazmat. They evacuated the entire block around the camp and set up a decontamination line on the parking lot asphalt, hosing down 40 children in their swimsuits while their parents screamed behind police tape. 14 kids went to the hospital. Dallas was intubated in the ambulance before it left the lot. My uncle stood by the fence the entire time, arms crossed, saying nothing. I kept waiting for him to explain, to say it was an accident, a broken valve, anything. He didn't say a word to the paramedics. He barely looked at me. The investigation took 3 months. What they found broke something in me that hasn't fully healed. Robert hadn't hired a real technician in over a year. He'd been mixing pool chemicals himself, cutting corners, buying industrial-grade acid instead of pool-grade because it was cheaper by nearly half. 2 weeks before the incident, an actual technician had flagged the storage room as a safety violation and told him in writing to fix the ventilation immediately. Robert never called him back. He'd been pocketing the difference for over a year, running the camp on razor-thin margins because attendance was down, and he was terrified of losing the business that had been in our family for 3 generations. He wasn't a monster. He was scared, and he made a choice that almost killed children to protect something he loved. At the hearing, I testified against him. My own uncle, the man who taught me to swim in that same pool when I was 5 years old, sat at the defendant's table and wouldn't meet my eyes while I described the smell, the coughing, the little boy who almost didn't make it. My mother didn't speak to me for 2 months afterward. She said I could have found another way. She said family doesn't testify against family. Dallas recovered mostly. He still uses an inhaler sometimes, something the doctors say might be permanent. His mother sends me a card every July, the anniversary of the day I got him out in time. Robert lost the camp, lost his license, and is serving 18 months. My mother still visits him every week. She still hasn't fully forgiven me, and some days I'm not sure I've fully forgiven myself, even though I know I did the only thing I could have done. People keep telling me I'm a hero. I don't feel like one. I feel like the person who chose 30 children I barely knew over the uncle who taught me how to breathe underwater. I'd make the same choice again tomorrow. I just wish it hadn't been a choice at all.